To succeed, you gotta overcome your fears, battle your own greed, conquer your own demons, become unsure, second guess everything you believe in, survive through the suffering to figure out the meaning, and go hard to the moment you bring the cream in. You might lose sleep, but it's gonna feel like you're dreaming.
Trilltrades here. In this video, I'll be bringing y'all along my trading journey from the beginning up till now, straight into it. I got my start trading back in March of 2020. It was a close friend of mine that introduced me to it. He introduced me straight into options. He let me know that he was in Discord and they were just giving out signals, and it was basically, you know, easy money as long as you followed along the signals, which I know a lot of people know that's not the case when it comes to signals. But I feel like almost everybody has to go through that process of thinking signals might be the play or it might be the way out. And so it might be for some people. It might be some groups out there that give good signals and they're really helping out their members, but that route didn't work for me, as I'ma let y'all know as I continue. But at that point I was only 18, coming up on a year out of high school. At my first job, I think 2 weeks after after I graduated high school, I started working. So I was about to hit a year working there when I was first introduced to the stock market, and I was only making around $250 a week part-time working that job. I didn't have that many bills, but just my car insurance alone, being in Louisiana, our premiums are, I think, one of the highest in the country, so that didn't help. I was young. My car insurance and gas, that was taking up almost all of my money, and I barely want to go spend $9 on food just to, get through the day. I barely wanted to do that because I wasn't making anything, and I didn't want to ask my parents for any help. They had their own stuff to deal with, so I figured, I had me, and that's all I needed. And the car I got, it was a hand-me-down from my grandfather. It was, I ain't gonna lie, it was a great car, but every other week it felt like it had a new problem with it. So literally any money I made was going to the car insurance, gas. I barely wanted to feed myself. Of course I was getting food at home, but times that I didn't even want to go out and get something real quick. But that's beside the point. So I think it was at one point I was able to have like $150 saved up to throw in Robinhood so I could start using those signals. And I started about $150 in March, probably enough to buy one contract for each signal that was sent in the Discord channel. And I think it was just about over 7 months that I slowly made it to about $600 to $700 in profit over 7 months of using those signals on and off. Of course, I wasn't able to do it every single day. I wasn't really understanding, that I had to get up when market opened, and I had to sometimes really sit there and watch and wait. But that increase to 600 also came with a couple of small extra deposits so I could buy. I think I increased to 2 or 3 contracts at a certain point. So then around that September 2020, I started losing big. First real loss was about 100 to SPI, and I lost 100 to GES, then 200 to PayPal, 100 to Twitter, 120 to JPM, just losing hundreds here and there. So I realized what I was doing wasn't working out. I took a break. Pretty much, I think it was almost about a year break in 2021. You know, I got a better job around April of 2021. You know, that meant more money coming in. Yeah, so I started back probably towards the end of 2021, and that was around when, you know, COVID and then GameStop going crazy. You know, I missed that, but I kind of tried to get in back to trading towards the end of it, but it still didn't feel right because I didn't know what I was doing. Still, I didn't take any time to learn about anything. I was just jumping straight back into it, and I told myself, no, I need to go about this the right way. So I started really looking for guidance through other people on YouTube, and I slowly started to understand the meaning behind, you know, the stock markets and the way it moves and the needed analysis. Throughout Robinhood, I figured it was too simplified. I think I feel like I needed a better platform so I could see, you know, the way price was really moving. I could really get the action, the price action down pat. So I found Thinkorswim from a YouTuber that I'm not gonna say I completely understood him because I don't use his strategy anymore, but I like the way he did teach, and I learned a lot from him. It was Carmine Rosado. I like how he explained the strategy. I like how thorough he was. So I did end up buying his supply and demand course, which, even though I don't use it today, but like it was still worth it just to get further insight on price action and learning about, you know, the definition of real stock terminology. As I bought the course, I started putting the work in, started studying. I think I studied for about a month straight, just watching all the videos, going over, writing down, had a whole notebook studying. So as I started to really understand price action and understand charting, I started demo trading, which I was already demo trading, but I started demo trading with the strategy, and it was going pretty good. But I felt like I couldn't demo trade for too long because I'd get too complacent. And at this time, I really started to hate my job because the way my job is, it's a chem plant shift work job. So I'm working 12-hour days. Most of the times I'm barely getting a 1 hour break throughout them 12 hours, and then it's rotating days and nights. So say I work 2 mornings from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. I might get 12 days if there's no forced overtime, and then I'm working 2 nights, 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. So my schedule was always flip-flopping. It was hard for me to stay consistent, and it still is. I'm still at that same job, but around that time, that's when I really started to hate it. It felt like it was bringing me down, stopping me from seeing my family a lot, and all my loved ones. I was really at work more than I was in my bed, and I hated that. Well, not in my bed, but like in my room, in my own house. I hated that. So yeah, it took so much time away. I felt like I really had to make something work, and I felt like trading was that thing that could take me out of that way I could really provide for myself and make a better life for my family. So October 2022 came around, and I was able to put, I think, around $2,000 in my Thinkorswim account. I started live trading with some consistency. Made about $500 in a week trading SPY and QQQ. And then it came a day when I was trying to trade at work on my phone, which it went good for one day. Then the next day, I was in a trade that I was in profit. I tried to close it. I didn't set a take profit. I didn't set a stop loss. I was trying to close it. Every time I sent in the closing order, it kept getting rejected, and I did not know why. I figured it out, I think the next day, but when I was finally able to close the trade that same day, I was so far out of profit, and I just felt like giving up. I feel like I shouldn't even be doing it. And mind you, the only reason I was trading while I was at work was because it was like a downtime. We weren't producing any product, but we were just, abiding our time while there at work, just cleaning random stuff. So, I ducked off and got on my phone, tried to put a couple trades in. So yeah, just from that one trade, I think I lost about half of my account size, which it tore me up in my head. It tore my mental state up. Didn't want to go to work and didn't want to trade anymore. I was just in a slump. So yeah, from that I realized I wasn't ready for what I was getting myself into. So I think I took about a 2-month break. So after that 2-month break, I think I put in 1,000. So I only had 1,000 in, I think about a couple weeks. I think I made like 700, and then I lost 500. And I came back to realize I wasn't even using the strategy anymore. I was just clicking buy and sell. So I realized like I really gotta come to a point where I define a strategy for myself. So at that point, I steered away from Carmine's teachings, and I have been on my own path from then up till now. So now I've delved into prop fund trading styles, and I'm currently trying to get funded. Hopefully that goes well. I will be tracking my journey as I go along with that. I know it's a lot harder trying to figure out your own strategy in trading. A lot of people say find a mentor, take their strategy and tweak it, but I think right now I've just gotten on YouTube and seen a lot of different strategies, and I've tweaked them and combined them to make my own and what works for me and my schedule, my life schedule. So far it's been about 2 months since I've been consistently trying to get funded. I've been trying to get funded with Apex Trader Funding. Been learning to trade futures with I think I started off with one strategy using VWAP, and I switched to another strategy using a 15-minute breakout. Now I'm on a different strategy using a different type of chart called the Dino Bar chart, which I think will be my strategy that I'll keep going consistently with, and I'll go into more details about those strategies in another video. But I feel like trading will really be my way out to build the life I want and help the people I love that's close to me. Yeah, that's really all I got. Hope y'all enjoyed. Hope y'all heard something y'all relate to. Y'all do let me know in the comments if y'all got any questions or just want to talk about trading. Just let me know in the comments. Or hit me up on Instagram, DM me at Trilltrades. Also be in the description. Yeah, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. Peace.